there. How are you?
Doing great.
Oh, doing all right. Okay, Kenneth, what you gonna get?
Potato, egg, and ham.
Potato, egg, and ham? Okay. With a little bit of pico?
As the hands of the clock slowly tick past 7 a.m., lots of folks across Texas are hitting the snooze button,
Here you are, Lee.
hoping to get a few more minutes of precious sleep before giving in to the workday. But here in Woodsboro, suits and ties and 9-to-5s just aren't that common. This is a farming town where cowboy hats and blue jeans are what's in style.
Well, hello, James.
Down at Tuttle's Grocery and Market, that's just about all you'll see at the Breakfast Club.
Our town is built of a little oil field, but mainly farming and ranching. And we have what we call a little breakfast club that's here pretty much every morning, 6 days a week. Just drink coffee and eat breakfast and talk about different things.
Served up on paper plates or tacos wrapped in foil alongside a coffee selection that includes decaf or regular, Tuttle's Breakfast is exactly what breakfast was intended to be. The fuel to start the day for a crowd who doesn't hang it up till the sun goes down. Stanley Tuttle might not be a farmer, but his day's just beginning too. Breakfast is just a taste of what Tuttle's Market has to offer.
About like this?
Yeah, give me 2 sets of those, Stan.
We've got a really good business from out of town folks. We've got a lot of business from the surrounding areas where there's not a meat market like us. Probably in a 100-mile radius, there's probably only about 3 of us left that still cut hanging beef.
Business is booming, but it wasn't always that way. Just a few years back, Stanley thought he was going to have to shut his doors after nearly a century in business. That is, until his 2 sons stepped in. Cody and Matt, 4th-generation Tuttles, weren't about to see the family business their great-granddaddy started way back in 1928 fizzle out. And that's when Stanley's 2 boys gave their dad a lesson in modern-day marketing. And word quickly spread that Tuttle's was the place to be.
2.5 years ago, I was stuck in a kind of a rut, trying to do things the same way that my grandfather and my dad and uncle ran it. Times were getting pretty hard, and I honestly got to a point where I was thinking about closing it up. And I brought my family in and just told them that I was pretty much done. And my oldest son said, "What can we do to fix it?" And he went to work, and that's when he started the Facebook and marketing. And thank God, we're still growing and growing and growing.
Well, over the last 2 years, Stanley and his sons came up with new and clever culinary creations to keep the customers' mouths watering. Their Saturday barbecue had always been popular, drawing a line out the door, but that was a once-a-week deal. So they decided to take their beloved brisket and stuff it inside a jalapeno pepper, gently and generously wrapped in a thick cut of bacon. They call it a Texas Twinkie, and it's quickly become one of the hottest items on the shelves.
We stuff it with cream cheese, 3 slices of brisket, and then we wrap it in bacon, and it's a huge full meal deal on the Texas Twinkie. We started them about 2 or 3 years ago, and now, we got a full crew just working on that pretty much every day.
Kind of like a Lay's potato chip, you can't eat just one.
I hear you.
Well, a lot has changed in the world since Stanley's grandfather Charles first opened this store nearly a century ago. Here at the market, a few things have changed as well. Stanley introduced the daily lunches of catfish and other southern staples after locals insisted they needed more places to eat. Like every good business, they've adapted to the needs of their community. But one thing has stayed the same. You can bet on the fact that a Tuttle will be manning these counters for generations to come.
Pretty amazing thing that you don't really see or experience anymore. Times have changed, and try to adapt and give that customer service that people not only expect but need these days, because you just don't see it anywhere anymore. It prides me that in this day and time, with the way things are, that my boys want to be part of it. I have a lot of people ask me all the time, when are you going to retire? Well, probably never, but I said, you know, the one good thing, my dad did set my retirement up for me. He bought me some lots at La Rosa Cemetery where I'm going to be planted one of these days. I think that'd probably be my retirement.
I love that story.
Me too, and we've got plenty more where that came from.
Just click on the subscribe button and keep traveling with us.